It all started with a whisper, just a faint buzz on a random blog post that most would scroll past without a second thought. But within hours, the internet erupted into chaos. Screenshots, blurry previews. And then boom, the actual footage. Erica and Mendeecees together alone. INT. Mate. To int. Mate. And just like that, the fairy tale of Yandy and Mendeecees came crashing down in real time. Fans were shocked. The love and hip-hop fandom didn't know whether to scream, cry, or refresh their timelines. Was it real? Was it a deepfake? But then Yandy Queen Yandy went radio silent. It's not a single word. Not even a cryptic Instagram story. Until court documents began circulating. Divorce papers. Filed discreetly, quietly. But nothing stays hidden when the streets start talking. Could it be that Mendeecees betrayed Yandy in the most humiliating way possible with Erica, of all people? Their former co-star, their so-called friend, the woman who once stood with them at family dinners and reunion specials. Was this scandal years in the making, a secret rendezvous waiting to blow up? Or was it something far darker, avenge, manipulation, or an intentional leak to destroy lives? Tonight, we're peeling back the layers of deception, diving deep into this betrayal that has left fans devastated, the family torn apart, and the internet ablaze with theories. Buckle up, because this is not just another celebrity scandal. This is the collapse of a legacy. And by the end of this video, you'll be asking yourself, did Yandy know all along? Or is she just another casualty of a man who couldn't stay loyal and a woman who knew exactly where to hit where it hurt? The whispers didn't just come out of nowhere. They came loud, fast, and wrapped in disbelief. It started with a mysterious Twitter thread posted by an anonymous account claiming to have unedited clips that would shake Yandy Smith to her core. At first, no one took it seriously. After all, gossip around love and hip-hop stars comes and goes like daily weather. But this time, it was different. Screenshots soon followed. Blurry, yes but unmistakably featuring Mendeecees. Shirtless, laughing in a familiar voice. A tattooed arm wrapped around a woman with long honey blonde curls. The angles shifted and that woman turned her face to the camera. Erica, Mena. And with that single frame, the fandom lost its collective mind. Reddit threads were spinning out of control. Fan pages on Instagram were dissecting every detail. And TikTok was flooded with reaction videos from fans screaming into pillows. Two diehard Yandy supporters shaking with rage. The timeline split into factions. Team Yandy, Team Erica, and the smallest. Most confused corner team, this can't be real. But the silence was deafening. Yandy said nothing. No tweets, no shade, not even a sad song on her story. Just pictures of her kids, Mendeecees, radio silent. Not even his usual gym selfies. And Erica, the woman at the center of it all. She vanished, deactivated her comments. Turned off her DMs, but it was too late. The damage was already done. And the internet never forgets. Fans were left dissecting every past interaction between the trio. Clips resurfaced from reunion specials, where Yandy would shoot wary glances at Erica. Moments from behind the scenes where Mendeecees and Erica laughed a little too long. No one thought much of it then, but now every innocent moment was being reinterpreted through a much darker lens. Was it all in front of us the whole time? Did Yandy know what was happening behind her back? Then came the second blow. An Instagram story posted Dan swiftly deleted by someone claiming to be a close friend of Yandy. It showed a snapshot of what looked like a legal document. The caption, she finally filed. Prayers for her peace. Within minutes, it was screenshotted, reposted, and blasted across every gossip page. Yandy had filed for divorce. No statement, no denial. Just mounting evidence. The love and hip-hop community was spinning. And while some fans mourned the end of what they believed was one of the franchise's most solid couples, others demanded answers. Why now? How long was this going on? Was this why Yandy had been looking more distant lately in interviews? As the rumors grew louder, sources started speaking anonymous cast members, production assistants, people who claimed to be in the room when it all went down, and the stories they told. Essie didn't even begin to cover it, one source claimed. The footage wasn't new, that it was actually from 2 years ago. Right around the time Mendeecees had just been released from prison and was trying to find himself. Another alleged that Erica had always had a thing for Mendeecees, and that Yandy had warned him about her more than once. Yandy ain't stupid, the source said. She knew Erica had snake energy, but Mendeecees played the you paranoid card like a pro. In a now viral TikTok, a fan broke down an old Love and Hip Hop episode where Yandy and Erica had a heated exchange about loyalty. Erica had screamed, "You don't own people just 'cause you call them family. Hey!" And Yandy had fired back, "You're right, I don't own people, but I see people for who they are." At the time, it felt like typical reunion dramatics. But with these leaked clips now in public view, that scene had taken on a chilling new meaning. Then came the most explosive twist yet. A voice memo was leaked. A 2-minute audio clip that featured a woman allegedly Erica crying, her voice shaking. "I didn't mean for it to go this far. I swear I didn't leak it." She goes on to say she was pressured and that it was supposed to stay between them. Between who? Between her and Mendeecees. Or between her and someone else who knew the footage existed. Fans were quick to speculate. Was this a setup? A blackmail plot? Or just a tragic slip-up that cost everyone everything? As this chaos unfolded, Yandy was spotted at a charity event in Harlem. No ring, no smile. And when a reporter gently asked her if she had any comments about the rumors, she simply said, "My focus is on healing." That's all I'll say for now. Healing. That word hit different. This wasn't just drama anymore. This was betrayal on a public stage, infidelity, weaponized through exposure. And for someone like Yandy, who had stood by Mendeecees through legal trouble, incarceration, and public scrutiny, the hurt wasn't just emotional, it was existential. Who was she, if not the woman who believed love could survive anything? What of Mendeecees? Insiders claimed he was staying in a hotel, not their family home. That he had no access to the kids and was under strict legal instructions not to speak to the media. Some alleged that he was blindsided by the leaked tooth, that the footage wasn't meant for public eyes, and he had been just as betrayed. But others weren't buying it. "He's only sorry he got caught," said one comment that went viral with over 80,000 likes. Yandy held him down for years, and this is how he repays her. Disgusting. The speculation didn't stop at the video. Some believed this had been brewing for years, that Mendeecees had grown distant since his return home, that he had been seeking validation elsewhere, and Erica. She had always been a wild card, passionate, impulsive, and known to get caught up in messy situations, but fans didn't expect this level of entanglement. And the fact that she hadn't denied anything, and even tried to clear her name only, added fuel to the fire. One fan account posted, "Erica's silence is loud and guilty as hell." As this part of the story closes, the damage is undeniable. A family fractured, a legacy tarnished, and 3 people caught in a storm of their own making. But what comes next may be even more shocking, because the leak, it may not have come from who we think it did, and the betrayal. It might go deeper than anyone imagined, because just when fans thought the drama had hit its peak, another curveball knocked the internet off its axis. A new anonymous post appeared, this time not on Twitter or Instagram, but on a lesser-known gossip forum that had recently gained traction for leaking legit celebrity tea. The post claimed that the infamous footage of Erica and Mendeecees was not leaked by Erica. In fact, it wasn't leaked by anyone from outside the circle. It was allegedly leaked by someone in the family. The post named a former close relative of Mendeecees, someone who had an axe to grind and had been quietly pushed out of the family dynamic after a business fallout. The screenshots attached showed old texts and voice messages hinting at resentment, jealousy, and revenge. Now, this wasn't confirmed, but it sent the entire fandom into a new level of frenzy. Who could it be? A cousin? A brother? A scorned business partner? And why would they destroy Yandy in the process? A woman who had nothing to do with a private betrayal. Back channels buzzed. A producer from the Love and Hip Hop set allegedly told a blogger that they were shocked, but not surprised. According to this source, everything on set lately had been off. Yandy had been distancing herself, not laughing as much, showing up late, or not at all. And Mendeecees was short-tempered, always on his phone. Something was brewing. Another cast member allegedly overheard a screaming match during filming a month prior, where Yandy reportedly told Mendeecees, "You better hope your skeletons never come dancing out, 'cause I will not be your fool on national TV again." The comment section across fan pages exploded. Yandy knew, one fan wrote. She knew something was going on. That's why she checked out months ago. That's why she stopped posting him. That's why her smile changed. Others disagreed. She didn't know. You can see it in her eyes. That's a woman who just got her entire world ripped away. The debate raged on. But meanwhile, Erica finally broke her silence in the most chaotic way possible. Late one night, she went live on her backup Instagram account. Her face was bare, her eyes were swollen, and her voice hoarse from what sounded like hours of crying. "Y'all want the truth?" she asked, looking straight into the camera. "I didn't leak that video. I didn't even have a copy of it. I never wanted it to go public. This wasn't some plot to ruin Yandy. It wasn't clout chasing. It was a mistake, a huge ing mistake that I wish I could erase." Her voice cracked, and she buried her face in her hands. "I messed up. I was vulnerable. He was vulnerable. It wasn't love. It wasn't anything. And I hate myself for it." The live only lasted 5 minutes before she abruptly ended it, but those 5 minutes were enough to send shockwaves. Across the internet, clips of the live flooded TikTok. People debated whether her tears were real. Was she truly remorseful or just performing damage control? Where was this energy when you were smiling in Yandy's face? Asked one furious commenter. "You don't get to cry now. You broke a sisterhood." But others were more forgiving. "She's human. She made a mistake. At least she's owning it." What was missing from the live, though, was any mention of Mendeecees. No accountability on his part. No explanation from him. And that silence only made things worse. Then, a bombshell exclusive dropped from a tabloid site. They claimed to have exclusive text messages between Mendeecees and Erica that suggested their affair wasn't a one-time thing, that it had continued off and on for nearly a year. The texts were flirty, explicit, and damning. In one, Mendeecees allegedly wrote, "I can't stop thinking about last night. You always got me feeling some type of way. Just don't let Yandy find out." That text alone went viral within seconds. And as fans scrolled through screenshot after screenshot, the betrayal cut even deeper. This wasn't a lapse in judgment. This was a secret life. Back at home, Yandy remained silent. But her sister posted a cryptic quote on her story. "Sometimes the person you'd take a bullet for is the one behind the trigger." Fans took it as a clear sign that Yandy knew everything now. That she was done. That the marriage wasn't just broken, it was obliterated. But what about the kids? Yandy and Mendeecees had built a blended family, raising children not only biologically theirs, but also from previous relationships. Insiders revealed that Yandy was focusing on protecting her children's emotional health and doing everything in her power to keep them shielded from this storm. But that storm was now pouring down harder than ever. And just when Fans were catching their breath. A new twist landed like a gut punch. A fourth person entered the narrative. A woman claiming to have also had a fling with Mendeecees during the same time frame. She posted a video where she casually scrolled through her camera roll, revealing old selfies with him, some in what looked like hotel rooms, others in his car. She said, "Y'all keep acting like it's just Erica. But baby, he'd been outside. I just wasn't messy about it." Her post went viral within minutes. Fans were stunned. Could this get any worse? The answer, heartbreakingly, was yes. In the midst of all this chaos, Mendeecees finally broke his silence. He posted a black screen on Instagram with white text. "I failed. I hurt people I love. I've no excuses. I am deeply sorry." That was it. No video, no interviews. No live, just 8 words that were supposed to clean up a year's worth of lies. But fans weren't buying it. "It's too little, too late," said one top comment. Should. "Thought about your wife and kids before letting temptation ruin your legacy." Producers of Love and Hip Hop reportedly scrambled to address the scandal. Rumors swirled that they were re-editing episodes, pushing back air dates, and even negotiating with Yandy for an on-camera sit-down. One insider claimed that a special episode was in the works, a raw tell-all format, where Yandy would get the chance to speak her truth. No gimmicks, no reunions, just her. And the internet was begging for it. But sources close to Yandy said she was still deciding whether she even wants to be part of the show anymore. As Part 2 closes, the wreckage is undeniable. This wasn't just a love triangle, it was a web of lies, betrayal, manipulation, and broken trust. And for every question answered, a new one surfaces. Who leaked the video? Was it really a relative? How long had Mendeecees been living a double life? And can Yandy ever reclaim her peace amid the public circus her marriage has become? But hold, untight, because the next chapter brings us face to face with the receipts, the confrontations, and a decision that will change everything. Because just when it seemed like every secret had already spilled out into the open, a confrontation occurred that left even the most seasoned drama watchers speechless. A leaked clip, grainy but clear enough, surfaced showing Yandy face to face with Mendeecees. And this wasn't a scripted Love and Hip Hop sit-down, okay? This was raw, real, allegedly filmed by someone in their inner circle. The clip showed Yandy in sweatpants, hair tied back, no glam team in sight. Her voice was low at first, trembling but sharp. "You made a fool out of me," she said, standing in front of Mendeecees, who looked cornered and exhausted. "I took your name, your kids, your freedom, your baggage, and you gave me humiliation." In return, Mendeecees didn't interrupt. He didn't deny. He just stared at the floor, like a man who already knew his apology wouldn't be enough. Yandy continued, "And you think some black screen post with 8 words is going to fix this? That's all I'm worth to you." Her voice cracked. "All the times I defended you, all the times I fought for you. And you're out here with Erica Mena like I'm disposable?" The footage then cut off abruptly, but not before one final line from Yandy echoed through the audio. "You didn't just risked everything we built. For what? A thrill. Some ego boost?" Fans were floored. This wasn't just drama for views. This was the raw unraveling of a woman who had stood strong for years, finally breaking down in front of the man who broke her. The internet lit up. "She didn't deserve this," people wrote. Yandy was the ride or die. And Mendeecees treated her like an option. Some fans even started a Justice for Yandy campaign, flooding Mendeecees' old posts with clown emojis and snake comments. Meanwhile, Erica was being hit from all sides. Her followers dropped by the thousands. Her brand deals, allegedly, being canceled one by one. Skincare line she promoted quietly removed her from their website. "This is what happens when you burn bridges with gasoline," one fan wrote on a now-deleted promo post. Then, the confrontation went public. Yandy posted an Instagram reel, not a rant, not a call-out, but a calm, haunting message. "I've learned the hardest part about betrayal isn't the act itself," she said as soft piano music played in the background. "It's realizing the person you protected most was the one swinging the knife." The caption read simply, "Rebuilding, protecting my peace. Hashtag no looking back." Suddenly, the narrative shifted again. Yandy wasn't just the betrayed wife. She became a symbol of strength, of grace, of not staying silent. Women began sharing their own stories of betrayal in her comments. Celebrities reposted her message. Cardi B commented, "Stay strong, queen, we see you." Taraji P. Henson dropped a heart emoji. Even Mary J. Blige liked the post. The community was rallying behind her in a way that felt bigger than reality TV. And just when it felt like Erica had gone into hiding for good, she reemerged in an unexpected interview with a popular, messy YouTube blogger. The tone of the interview was defensive. Erica came in hot, flipping her long curls and starting with, "Y'all act like I'm the first woman who made a mistake. I'm human. Sue? Me." The blogger leaned in, pushing her for answers. "But why him? Why Mendeecees? You knew they were married." Erica sighed, folding her arms. "He told me it was over, that they were done, that they were just keeping up appearances for the show. I believed him. Should I have double-checked? Probably, but I'm not the one who took vows." That answer sent fans into a tailspin. "So she's not sorry," they wrote. "She's justifying it." Clips from the interview went viral instantly, especially the part where Erica said, "And let's not act like Yandy's some innocent angel. That woman's been playing victim on TV for years. She just finally got a taste of her own medicine." That moment right there, the final nail in the coffin. Erica went from complicated to canceled in a matter of seconds. Major blog pages unfollowed her. A former castmate unfollowed her publicly, posting, "There's messy and then there's demonic. I want no parts." But it wasn't over, 'cause now Yandy had a choice to make: stay quiet and heal privately, or speak her truth and reclaim the narrative. And she chose the latter. In an exclusive sit-down with a respected talk show host, Yandy opened up in a way fans had never seen before. No makeup, no filters, just honesty. "I kept waiting for the truth to show up," she said, "but it never did. So I had to stop waiting and start walking." She explained how she found out through a DM from a fan who thought she already knew. She talked about the gut punch of denial, how she confronted Mendeecees behind closed doors, and how the footage being leaked wasn't even the worst part. "The worst part," she said, with tears welling in her eyes, "was realizing how easy it was for him to lie to my face. For months, maybe even years." The audience fell silent. Yandy looked into the camera and said, "To every woman watching this thinking you have to stay quiet to keep the peace, peace doesn't come from pretending. It comes from truth." That one line made headlines the next day. Bloggers called it the most powerful interview in Love and Hip Hop history. Fans declared it a redemption arc. But the story wasn't quite over, 'cause while Erica was out here defending herself and Mendeecees was still hiding behind vague statements, Yandy dropped one more bombshell. She was starting legal proceedings, not just for divorce, but for full custody. Legal insiders revealed that the documents included claims of emotional instability, reckless behavior, and exposure of children to public scandal. This wasn't just a breakup. This was war. And fans were eating it up. "Get your kids and your crown," one comment said. "Yandy is done playing house." By now, even the show producers had no choice but to step in. A spin-off special was reportedly greenlit Yandy, reclaiming her Pisa multi-part docuseries, where she would narrate her journey of healing, rebuilding, and redefining her story. But as filming began, rumors swirled that Mendeecees was refusing to participate. "He doesn't want to be painted as the villain," one insider said. "But the problem is he already is. And so, as part 3 closes, we're left staring at the wreckage of a relationship that once symbolized loyalty. We've watched betrayal unfold in slow motion. We've seen a woman lose everything, then rise from the ashes. But there's one more twist on the horizon because someone's about to drop even deeper receipts. And what they expose could unravel everything we think we know. Because just when the public thought the final chapter had been written, when tears had been shed, allegiances chosen, and the dust had started to settle, a brand new scandal detonated across social media, reigniting the chaos in a way no one saw coming. An anonymous whistleblower, claiming to be a former production assistant on Love and Hip Hop, leaked a private group chat between cast members. In it, not only were there references to Erica and Mendeecees' affair months before the leak, but also shocking mentions that other cast members knew and stayed quiet to protect the storyline. Suddenly, this wasn't just about a husband cheating on his wife. This was about manipulation, ratings, silence, and betrayal by the very people Yandy once called family. Screenshots from the chat showed cast members discussing how to handle Yandy's reaction once she found out. One person allegedly wrote, "Yandy's gonna lose it when this comes out. We better film it before she finds out on her own." Another text, reportedly from a producer, said, "If she finds out now, we lose the climax for the reunion." Fans were furious. The narrative flipped yet again. Yandy wasn't just betrayed by her husband and her friends, she was played by her own show. Comments flooded in, so they sacrificed her peace for content. They used her heartbreak as a plotline. The public empathy for Yandy, already strong, now turned into outrage on her behalf. Even major entertainment outlets like the Shade Room and Bossip ran the story, calling it the most disgraceful production move in franchise history. But Yandy, she stayed focused. Her next move wasn't another emotional interview, it was legal. She allegedly issued a cease and desist to the production company, demanding that unreleased footage involving her children, her breakdown, and any private conversations be barred from airing. And according to insiders, she was serious about walking away from the show entirely. She's done being used. This was supposed to be her real life, not someone else's storyline, a source close to her revealed. Rumors swirled that she had even hired a new legal team, high profile. Celebrity Grey Dan was exploring options for a civil lawsuit based on emotional damages and breach of trust. Meanwhile, Mendeecees tried once again to re-enter the public conversation. In a now-deleted video, he sat in his car, visibly frustrated. "Y'all don't know everything," he said, his tone defensive. "There's a lot being said that's just not true. People taking stuff out of context, making me the villain like I'm some monster. I made a mistake. Yeah, but it's not all black and white." The video was removed within the hour, but not before fans screen-recorded and tore it apart. One comment summed up the reaction perfectly. "You cheated, on camera, with your wife's friend. In a family show that she helped carry. It's exactly black and white, bro." And while Mendeecees flailed to control the narrative, Erica found herself increasingly isolated. A once beloved firecracker of reality TV, she was now being iced out by fellow cast members. A scheduled appearance at a club hosting a Love and Hip Hop viewing party was quietly canceled. A fashion brand she collaborated with released a statement, cutting ties, citing a desire to stand with women and families affected by emotional trauma. Even fellow reality star Bambi took to her story to say, "Some lines you just don't cross. I've done messy, but this, nah, not cool." And then came the final twist, the real origin of the leaked video. After weeks of speculation, another anonymous source came forward with a chilling claim. The footage had been leaked by a private investigator. According to this source, Yandy had hired someone to follow Mendeecees months ago after feeling something was off. The investigator allegedly uncovered the affair with Erica long before it went public, but instead of turning over the evidence quietly, they sent it to a third party, hoping to sell it. When no deal was struck, it ended up leaked in full to the internet. The betrayal came full circle. Yandy's own attempt to confirm her suspicions had accidentally set fire to her entire life. People were stunned. Could Yandy have known before the leak went viral? Quote, did she see the footage before the world did? Was her silence during those early days less about shock and more about trying to control the explosion she knew was coming? In a follow-up Instagram post, she seemed to confirm it all. When your gut speaks, listen. I didn't break when I found out. I broke when I realized I saw the signs and kept loving him anyway. The caption hit like a sledgehammer. This wasn't a woman scorned. This was a woman reckoning with her own loyalty. And fans rallied behind her harder than ever. As the scandal reached its boiling point, the public began to demand one last thing: closure. They didn't just want the drama. They wanted justice, healing, redemption, and Yandy was ready to give it to them. In a trailer for her upcoming docuseries, we see a clip of her packing boxes, walking through her now half-empty home. A voiceover plays. I thought love was enough. I thought loyalty would protect me. But sometimes the person you love most is the storm. The trailer ends with a date and a tagline: Yandy, Unfiltered, August 15th. So as part 4 draws to a close, here we are, a marriage shattered, a franchise shaken, and a woman who was once just a wife and mother now stepping into a new identity, one shaped not by what was done to her, but by how she rises from it. The affair was the spark, but the story is the fire. And while Mendeecees and Erica continued to scramble for relevance, Yandy is owning her narrative, one painful truth at a time. But even now, questions linger. Will she ever trust again? Will this show survive this scandal? And has the real truth still not fully come to light? Stick around, 'cause in a world like this, the real drama is never really over. And now that the smoke has begun to settle, one thing has become crystal clear. This story wasn't just another chapter in love and hip-hop drama. It was a reckoning. A mirror held up to loyalty, betrayal, and the price of loving someone harder than they ever deserved. Yandy didn't just lose a partner, she lost the illusion of stability. The narrative of the ride-or-die wife and the home she fought so hard to build. But what she gained? That's something no one could take from her. Freedom. Emotional freedom. Narrative freedom. And the kind of clarity that only comes after your heart's been shattered in front of the world. Fans continue to rally behind her. Hashtags like #StandWithYandy and #ProtectBlackWomen began trending again, with followers posting messages of love and empowerment under her latest photos. You're not broken. One wrote, you're reborn. And it's true. In her first appearance post-scandal on events celebrating women in leadership, Yandy took the mic and said, sometimes pain becomes your passport. I'm going places I never would have reached without this heartbreak. The crowd erupted. It wasn't just applause. It was recognition. It's because every woman who's ever been lied to, betrayed, or blindsided by the person they trusted most, they saw themselves in Yandy. Meanwhile, Mendeecees, silent again, his brand unstable, his image tarnished. And Erica, still posting, still deflecting, still trying to spin the narrative, but the public isn't buying it. The world has moved on past them because this story no longer belongs to the betrayers, belongs to the woman who chose not to be destroyed by what was meant to break her. And now it's your turn. What do you think? Was Yandy right to stay silent at first tour? Should she have exposed everything the moment she knew? Can someone like Mendeecees ever be redeemed in the eyes of fans? And Erica, is she just a woman caught up in the whirlwind, or a calculated disruptor who finally got burned by her own fire? Tell us in the comments below. We read everything. You've ever been hurt by someone you trusted? Drop A in the chat. If you believe in Yandy's comeback, flood this video with and let her know we've got her back. And don't forget, if this story shocked you, wait until you see what we've got coming next. Another leak, another betrayal, and another celebrity Who thought their secrets were safe? Till the cameras caught everything. Hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on post notifications because in this house, the tea is always boiling and the truth. It never stays buried for long. This has been your go-to source for the realest, rawest reality TV breakdowns. Until next time, stay curious, stay bold, and stay ready. Because you never know whose drama's about to drop next.